So, my today's topic is devaluation, revaluation, depreciation, or appreciation. So, what is devaluation of domestic currency, or what is revaluation of domestic currency, appreciation of currency, and depreciation of currency? These are the four concepts that are part of your foreign exchange rate. So, devaluation of domestic currency. So, suppose devaluation of domestic currency, let's say your exchange rate as of today, 1 US dollar is Indian rupees 73. Suppose this is the base exchange rate. This is the current exchange rate. Now, when the government of a country deliberately, look and listen carefully, when the government of a country deliberately decrease its value in exchange market, is called devaluation of domestic currency. So suppose अब हम अपनी वैल्यू को जानबूझकर डेलिबरेटली कम कर रहे हैं. कम करने का मतलब है 1 US डॉलर लेट्स से इज नाउ इंडियन रुपीज 75. This is the decreasing Indian value in exchange market. अब बच्चे कुछ बच्चे इसमें उल्टा समझ जाते हैं, बोला $1 तो 75 का हो गया तो बढ़ गया. ये बढ़ नहीं गया, ये हमारी वैल्यू कम हो गई है. तो if we did this deliberately is called devaluation of domestic currency. So devaluation of domestic currency means, now look what I have written. So a devaluation of domestic currency occurs when a fixed exchange rate system, when there is a deliberate action taken by a government to decrease its value in the exchange market or foreign exchange market. Last time India devalued its currency in 1991. हमने अपनी वैल्यू को डेलिबरेटली 1991 में डिक्रीज किया था. And China latest did in 2015. It helps to increase export. अब जब आपकी गुड्स इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में चीपर हो जाती है तो नेचुरली आपके एक्सपोर्ट इंक्रीज होते हैं. क्योंकि जहां पहले $1 की चीज 73 रुपीज में मिलती थी बाहर वालों को, अब वो 75 रुपीज में $1 की चीज परचेज कर पाएंगे. दैट मीन्स हमारी वैल्यू जो इंडियन वैल्यू है उसकी करेंसी कम हो गई है. तो इतना याद रखना कि इसमें उल्टा बच्चे समझ जाते हैं, वो आप लोग गलती ना करें. तो 73 से 75 होना ये हमारी इंडियन वैल्यू का डिक्रीज है, ये इंक्रीज नहीं है. तो दिस इज कॉल्ड devaluation of domestic currency. And vice versa, if India did exact opposite of this one, suppose 1 US dollar turns to Indian rupees 70, deliberately done by country, is called revaluation of domestic currency. So revaluation occurs under a fixed exchange rate system when there is deliberate action taken by government to increase the value of currency in the foreign exchange rate market. This is hardly done by any country. It is just for study purpose, and no country has taken revaluation of its currency. जानबूझकर कोई अपनी करेंसी की वैल्यू को इतना बढ़ाता नहीं है, क्योंकि इससे क्या होंगे, उसके इंपोर्ट्स का जो एक्सपोर्ट्स हैं वो कम हो जाते हैं. और कोई कंट्री नहीं चाहेगा कि उसके एक्सपोर्ट्स कम हो, क्योंकि एक्सपोर्ट्स डिक्रीज होने से फॉरेन एक्सचेंज जो होगा उसका वो डिक्रीज हो सकता है, फॉरेन करेंसी उसकी कंट्री में आनी कम हो जाएगी. सो दैट्स व्हाई कोई कंट्री नहीं चाहेगा कि उसके एक्सपोर्ट्स कम हो जाए, तो इसलिए रीवैल्यूएशन हार्डली कोई कंट्री अप्लाई करता है. तो दीज आर द टू कॉन्सेप्ट, devaluation of domestic currency and revaluation of domestic currency. Both the terms are done deliberately. Point to be noted, deliberately. ये वर्ड याद होना चाहिए आपको, deliberately किया जाता है, जानबूझकर गवर्नमेंट ऐसा करती है. Now, when it the same thing happens automatically, no government intervention, but it is occurs automatically in the domestic market or international market with the help of domestic demand for domestic currency and supply of domestic currency. So what is called depreciation of currency? So depreciation of currency, suppose I have taken the example here. Suppose look at the example I have given here. $1 is rupees 65. This is, let's say, given condition. Now, if this 65 turns US dollar to rupees 68 automatically in the exchange rate market, this is called depreciation of currency. That means the value of our domestic currency has fallen. जहां हम 65 रुपीज में $1 की चीज बाय कर पा रहे थे, now we have to pay more rupees. So that's why the value of Indian rupee has fallen. This is called depreciation of currency. So look what I have written here. So when there is a fall in the value of domestic currency, look the word domestic currency, in terms of foreign currency due to change in demand or supply in the currency under the flexible exchange rate system, is called depreciation of currency. Example, we have taken this. So I have taken, suppose $1 price 65 to 68. पहले 65 था, अब 68 हो गया. This is called depreciation of currency. So depreciation is done in the flexible exchange rate market automatically with demand for foreign currency and supply of foreign currency. Now the same thing comes at a vice versa case. Suppose when this $1 turns to rupees 60, this is called appreciation of currency. It means our currency's value has appreciated in the international market. So this is appreciation of currency. So look, when there is a rise in the value of domestic currency in terms of foreign exchange due to change in demand and supply of the currency under flexible exchange rate system, is called appreciation of currency. So example, $1 price falls from 65 to 60. So price of dollar has fallen, or you can say price of Indian rupees has risen. So this is called appreciation of currency. So these are the four terms of appreciation and depreciation. Read carefully. So students, my next topic for your exchange rate system is that why demand curve for foreign exchange downward sloping. So why demand curve downward sloping for foreign exchange rate? So look, why demand curve slopes downward. So demand curve of foreign exchange slopes downward, that is less of foreign exchange is demanded as exchange rate increases. That means this is the exchange rate. Suppose if exchange rate increases, then demand for foreign currency falls, and vice versa. Exchange rate decreases, demand for foreign currency increases. So this is due to fact that when a foreign exchange rate falls, foreign exchange becomes cheaper. That means जब आपकी exchange rate fall होती है, तो जो exchange rate है वो cheaper हो जाता है market में. It can be explained. 2 points basic reason hai. First point, you can see there is a fall in rupee cost of foreign goods, therefore imports become cheaper. Their demand increases as a result for foreign exchange which is required to pay for them increases. So इसका impact क्या होगा कि आपके जो imports हैं वो increase हो जाते हैं. That's why demand for foreign currency increases. And vice versa. So foreign assets become cheaper for the domestic currency. Therefore, foreign investment increases, resulting in increase in demand of foreign exchange. Therefore, when foreign exchange rate falls, there is increase in demand for imports and investment. So what the conclusion is this? So conclusion is this, that when exchange rate falls, demand for foreign currency increases. As a result, import increases and vice versa. So that's why your demand curve slopes downward and look like this one. So in the x-axis, I have written demand for foreign exchange, and y-axis exchange rate. So it is downward slope. That means your exchange rate increases, your demand for foreign currency decreases, and vice versa. If this falls, look at this, and demand for foreign exchange increases. If this decrease, this will increase. So this is the demand curve for foreign exchange, and it is downward sloping. So please take this screenshot for the reference if you want. Now the same question in this pattern is, why supply curve of foreign exchange upward slope? If downward is downward slope, then supply curve is upward slopes. So why it is upward slopes? So look, supply curve of foreign exchange slopes upward. That is, supply exchange increases when exchange rate is increased. That means due to this fact that increase in foreign exchange, that means exchange foreign exchange increases, fall in value of domestic currency and foreign currency becomes stronger, or you can say depreciation of domestic currency. As a result, price of countries goods become cheaper in the international market. तो जब exchange rate हमारा बढ़ेगा तो बाहर की goods cheaper लगती है हमको, therefore we can supply more. This increased demand for exports, which in turn increases the supply of foreign exchange. So this is the first concept. And the next one, domestic assets also become cheaper for foreigners. There is increase in foreign investment into the country, which increases the supply of foreign exchanges. So as you can see in the diagram, so look, if exchange rate increases, then supply for domestic currency also increases. And if exchange rate decreases, suppose exchange rate decrease, then supply of foreign currency also decreases. So there is positive relationship between exchange rate and supply of foreign currency. So this is the supply curve of upward sloping. So now for this year, the determination of exchange rate is deleted from your syllabus, but you have to learn exchange rate. So that I have told you. So there is a one more question in this concept that I should also tell you, that explain the factors affecting exchange rate. So what are the factors that affect foreign exchange rate? So as you can see, the first point is GDP. So it is primary indicator of strength of economic activity. This growth in GDP positively influences the foreign exchange price of currency and vice versa. So that means if the GDP of a country increases, then exchange rate also becomes stronger. If your GDP falls, exchange rate will also become cheaper. So this is the positively effect on the exchange rate. Next one, balance of trade. A positive balance of trade brings appreciation in the domestic currency and vice versa. So what does it mean? It means if your balance of trade is positive, balance of trade positive means your export are greater than import. That means you are exporting more than import. In that case, you are more exporting, or you can say you are more earning from the rest of the world. That means you are having more foreign exchange rate. So in that case, your country's currency will be appreciated in the domestic currencies in international market. क्योंकि जब आपकी करेंसी की वैल्यू कोई ज्यादा डिमांड करेंगे, सपोज करो मोस्ट ऑफ द नेशंस डिमांड्स रूपी, इन दैट केस अगर रुपी की डिमांड ज्यादा होगी, दैट मींस डॉलर विल बी मोर इन्फ्लुएंस्ड इन आवर कंट्री, तो हम रुपी के बदले उनसे डॉलर की डिमांड करेंगे, तो बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड पॉजिटिव होगा. नेक्स्ट, इन्फ्लेशन. It reduces the purchasing power of currency, which will lead to depreciation of exchange rate. So that means inflation जितना ज्यादा होगा, exchange rate हमारा उतना ही कम होगा. Next, employment level. So it reflects the development and stability in the economy. Increases in employment increases consumption and saving, which lead to increase in investment and lead to appreciation of domestic currency. So this is the employment level. Next one is political factors. So some of the political developments are election, public announcements by central bank or government officials, military takeovers. Political instability can affect the exchange rate. So just like if a country is not strong enough, in that case your currency will be weaker in international market. So अगर आपकी कंट्री को करेंसी को जितना स्ट्रॉन्ग करना है, तो you need to good GDP, you need positive balance of payment, you need less inflation, you need more employment opportunities, and you need political stability in your country. In that case, your country's exchange rate will be stronger. So these are the factors that can affect the exchange rate, foreign exchange rate. So students, read these three questions carefully and we will discuss the answers of these. So upon the topic of this, these are the three questions that you have to read carefully. You can take screenshot and we will discuss these answers later, and raise your hands when you're done.